I just saw an incredibly pretentious reviewer basically pitting Sam Raimi's Send Help against Markiplier's Iron Lung. And what I think is very annoying about all of this is that they praised Send Help, saying, all these amazing things about it. And I really loved that movie as well. Send Help was incredible. And then they talked about Iron Lung and they were like, well, this YouTuber made a movie and it was confusing and boring and you needed a PhD in Iron Lung to understand it. Well, coming from someone who has played Iron Lung actually on stream just recently, everybody that came into my chat, not one person in my chat played that game before. We were all experiencing it for the first time. If you can understand a game as you're playing it for the first time, you can understand a movie as you're watching it for the first time. You see how that works out? But the way that they talked about Iron Lung was kind of like they wanted to go into it to hate it because it was made by a YouTuber. But let's just talk about how Markiplier hired people who have been working in the industry for years. And so he might have been a huge part of that production, right? And being able to afford, invest in the movie and actually get it created. But there were people that were working on the set. Many people, the vast majority of people, have had experience in working in indie film for many years. So combined experience on that set is quite high. So let's just not minimize it as like a YouTuber film. And I think that's incredible. That's doing a disservice to a very amazing cosmic horror movie. And I don't think that you had to go into it knowing about Iron Lung at all. I think that if you, in the same way that you can play a game for the first time and understand what's going on, you can watch a movie for the first time and understand what's going on. You see what I'm saying? I'm drawing parallels between the two because there are distinct parallels between the two. It's the same story. He also mentioned that, faithful adaptations are something that shouldn't be done. While he knows nothing about the video game, it wasn't incredibly faithful to the video game, and the fact that Markiplier did add a lot of other information to flesh out, the story that the video game, created. And so that was needed to in order to create a movie that people could understand. And so this movie was not an incredibly 100% faithful adaptation of the video game. There were liberties taken, but I think amazing liberties, in order to make it as enjoyable as possible for the widest variety of audience members. So him saying that there was like no liberties taken, it was, direct from the game, he doesn't know enough to say that. And it's clear he went into this movie in order, he just wanted to hate it, which I think is a little unfair.